Hey Matt, this is my teacher in reflection, and I'm going to address all the questions that you have asked. The first thing that I would have to say is that, yes, my opinion has definitely changed. I see that teaching is way more demanding than I ever thought it would be. You know, these teachers take work home with them. They have work while they're at school. They have to meet the needs of several different children. It's crazy how involved teaching really is, and I really don't think anyone understands that until they are in the classroom and have to do all the things that these teachers are doing. I think the best part of being in the classroom so far has been working with kids when they don't understand a concept, and then them all of a sudden getting it, and it's like a light bulb clicks on. I love seeing that because it's like I taught someone something, which is an amazing feeling. I also really enjoy when the kids draw me pictures and give me like little toys and things like that. It really shows me that they're warming up to me and that they care that I'm around and things like that. Like, I really think that's a great part of teaching. It makes you feel really good that, you know, there are these students who do really look up to you, and you want to make sure that you are that role model for them. The worst things that I've seen during my classroom is there's not enough teachers available for the amount of students that there are and the different levels of students that there are. There really needs to be more than one teacher in one classroom. Having 3 groups and 1 teacher, this is not a realistic approach to teaching. So I feel that that's one of the worst things I've seen. I've also had a concern with the amount of money that these teachers get. They get $100 per month, and my host teacher has told me that sometimes they don't get that money, or they'll get it, but it's only part of it. So if one month you're getting $100 and the next month you're getting $50, you really don't have enough money to spend on 25 kids to make a classroom run efficiently. And that's a real concern of mine, because I feel as teaching, that has to be one of the most important professions to a student, and any student of any age, whether it's a kindergartner or a doctorate student. This education is crucial, and if these teachers can't have don't have the right amount of money or enough teachers to help these students teach, or help these teachers teach, then what are these students getting out of it? I have also noticed that inclusion is in this elementary school that I am placed at, which is fine. However, I feel that at times this can be a benefit or a weakness, and I feel that it's a benefit when the special needs students can participate in the activity, but at times I feel like it's a weakness because these students can take back from the other students, which at the end of the day, aren't all of the students being held behind, not just 1 or 2 or 3 in that one particular classroom. So inclusion is definitely a concern of mine, and I really feel that it needs to be reevaluated and maybe thought about again. I also feel that the material is very repetitive. It's Monday they get their spelling words, Tuesday they practice spelling them, Wednesday they practice writing them, Thursday they practice spelling them again, and then Friday they take the test. Reading, you read the story, learn the vocabulary words, learn the definitions, take the reading test. It's the same thing all the time, and I feel that's so boring. Like, I'm in there 4 days a week and I'm bored. So how do you think these kids feel? I also feel that making it interesting, which we did learn about in our reading, how to make it interesting, is a huge part in getting these kids involved in the lesson at hand. I really like how our reading sets that up for us. It was almost like step by step, where it was like, okay, you could start with this, you can start with props, you could start with a cool story, you could even relate it to them based on maybe something that's going on in their life. So if it's a Mountaineer football game weekend, be like, okay, you're going to the football game this weekend and you have this much money to spend and things like that. Like, make it more relatable to their life instead of, just having it be old boring. Okay, kids, today we're doing this. So that was another concern of mine. It's very repetitive, and there's nothing hands-on ever. There's no manipulatives, nothing like that. So these have been big concerns of mine, and I really feel that doing the reading and seeing in the classroom, by combining these two things, I can make a lesson interesting. I can help a kid learn in a different way, because as we all know, kids don't learn the same. So I feel that the reading can show you that there are several different ways to incorporate and integrate lessons into the classroom in a fun way where kids are going to want to be there. If I could tell one person about, or tell them a random thing about teaching, I would address the people who pass the No Child Left Behind Act, because I feel that this has been one of the most damaging things to our schools and classrooms. I understand why it's seen as to be important, and I'm not saying that it's not, but those who pass this and agree with this, these are the ones that I want to address, because they need to be in the classroom, and they need to make these lessons, and they need to be able to work with all of these kids at one time and really see how difficult it is. Of course, teachers make it happen, but they need to see how difficult it is. And the other person I would address would be my host teacher, because most of the time I go in there and I'll even ask her if I can do something. She'll be like, no, I can do it. Use me, like, make me do this, make me teach that, make me grade the papers, make me do everything that I'm going to have to do when I get out of school and teach. So I can see what I want to do in my classrooms, what I don't want to do, what works, what doesn't work, things like that. I want to be put in your shoes. And finally, I would have to say, from this class and my degree, I want to be able to affect the lives of many children, educate them in a positive manner, in a fun, positive manner. And I want to be able to see my children grow. See them when they're in the 3rd grade and how well they're doing in the 6th grade and how well they're doing in the 9th grade. I want to be one of those teachers where the students look up to and want to be around and are always wanting to come visit even when they get older. And most of all, I think the number one thing that I want to get out of this class is to help them find a way to make them strive for that next level. I really, you as an instructor have shown me how I can strive and how I can reach that next level, and that's what I want to do for my students. I want to make them strive for that next level. So with all of that being said, that's my teaching reflection.